the whole Utah Jazz case. And that's what spread it to the league.
Yeah. So a recap of what we talked about, like the NBA is they took better precautions, and then also NFL and MLB, Major League Baseball, they should have took those precautions.
They took major precautions, yes. On how to do that.
So, with that being said,
are they doing like is there like something like the fantasy football, but like for basketball?
it's not fantasy; it's actually happening, but not all the players.
I don't know. I know I've heard fantasy football leagues and things like that before. There is something similar though?
It's unpredictable. You don't know what anybody's stats gonna be.
True.
It's not gonna be the same as a regular year. Because personally, I feel like they're not in the shape they should be in, playing normal games and everything.
Are these players still getting paid?
Oh, very much so.
And that's the reason they're playing.
Yeah. That's the reason they're playing.
You feel like if they weren't getting paid, even though they're on contracts, you think they would still do it?
No.
For their fans?
No.
NBA need to make their money back, too. They paid them contracts. They already paid them before COVID. So
They paid them. You know, the players made sure to negotiate their deal to get their money. They made sure, because honestly, I can tell you, if anything, we'll be seeing scrubs out there if they didn't get their money right now.
And right now, if people keep getting sick, we don't see scrubs out there.
Oh, no. They basically look like JV High School right now after that.
That's where it looks now to me. I swear that court ain't the same size.
No, it's like you said, it looks like 2K all in one.
Are they in like a normal one though?
No, they designed it.
It's like
the bubble gym where they found it.
So they built one?
Yeah.
For this?
Yes. Basically expanded on it. Basically, they expanded on a gym that was already there. They expanded on it. That was already down there in Orlando and made it bigger and better.
Even though they're trying to save money, they're spending it.
Well, no. The NBA, they got to get their money back. By any means. If they can't get spectators, they have to get viewers.
Yep. So that's why these playoff games are coming very hot and quick.
So it's 22 teams and they're playing every other day. So that's going to mean like 11 games in 14 days.
Kinda, but it's a little bit longer than that.
You can't predict the timing of a game either. It might be overtime. It might be some type of setback. They playing it by ear for the simple fact, like they don't know the cases and this and that. Like it's certain things that might change certain things, but you got the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't like an actual season, because he had mentioned something about like a final game or something along that.
The finals?
Yeah. Are they doing that with this shorter season?
They're going to have a finals. It might be
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It might be the best of 5 instead of 7. Just to shorten it.
You think they're gonna keep up with the smaller seasons? Like if they notice more of like a intake of money, I guess, on the NBA's end, if they're getting more money out of it with the bigger teams.
Well, the thing is with the NBA, they're going to get the money as long as it's televised. That's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, like, bringing the excitement back. How would that be possible?
They're basically catering to the fans what they want to see, and that's how they're gonna make their money off a team. They're saying they're TNT. It could be maybe, I don't know, CBS one day. they're going off different broadcasts to make their money, but I believe they will expand their season. This is just a shortened season to crown the champion, because due to the fact that COVID hit in the middle of the season, this is what to crown the champion on.
And so much has happened since then. I don't think it's genuine, but they're gonna have to get their money back. That's the
the NBA is gonna get their money back.
That's my only concern right there. They get their money back, but at the same time, I always joked about you can hear people cussing in real life.
True. No, now you can hear it.
Yeah, you can really hear what they be saying. There's not no nice talk they have.
So you can hear what the players are saying?
Oh yeah. And it was exciting when there was a crowd there too, though, the stuff they were saying.
Well, maybe I need to watch this.
Yeah, it's like almost I'm waiting on tennis.
Oh,
tennis is funny.
Now you're gonna hear the guys very loudly now.
I'm watching women's tennis, like Venus, Serena, that type of.
Exactly. Tennis is funny to watch. Tennis is funny. There is no reason for all that extra. I played tennis in high school. The ball ain't that hard to hit.
No, it's not. But when you run across that, when they into it, though, I don't know. Never mind.
That's a guy thing. I'm gonna assume.
Well, I mean, it's pretty cool how they go back and forth. Not till I.
What are they like? Are they doing like any like planning for it? Like, didn't they do like halftime shows and stuff like that?
Yeah, Milwaukee, Ja Rule. That was hilarious. That was very hilarious.
I felt bad. I felt bad for the man watching it. Oh my god!
Don't shake your head. Oh, it was hilarious.
It was funny. It was just, man.
Ja Rule was a hit in the 90s.
But I'm saying he hit overseas, but his mic went out.
His mic, you're trying to get everybody to get up, and they just
they were just sitting there looking at like, what is this? It's hilarious. I'm sorry.
Almost like the Katy Perry fiasco, like 13 years ago.
Times 12.
On New Year's Eve.
Except for he didn't do the little jig with it.
Yeah.
He should have.
Yeah.
That's rough.
It is, but I mean, and then I want to bring up something too. Brandon, you aware of the college players that have COVID?
The college players that have COVID, I am aware. The NCAA is not doing a good job of keeping their players contained. I don't think they even have a plan yet. And we are about to be starting here in the next month. And they're not trying to protect their players. All they're worried about is trying to pay them. Honestly, these big universities that you guys are making money on, they need a new plan, or these programs need a new way to go to a new league, because NCAA has been crooked for years. They don't care about the players, honestly, because it's about to be a month now, next month. And all these college players are even having questions. And I just read up earlier today, a Minnesota wide receiver, he opted out of the season just to make sure he's in the draft. That's how serious this COVID thing is.
He rightfully so, though. He don't want to end his life or career over.
Oh, I know. I agree with him. That
college they doing like raves and stuff. Like, it's a fun summer. And like, it's a wrap.
Yeah. One cough, it's a wrap, and all these schools are talking about not even playing these other schools anymore. They're playing within conference.
Michigan got to play Ohio State. This is controversial. They have to. No ifs or buts about it.
Yeah. I feel like Michigan and Michigan State is a pretty good rivalry too.
It's up there in the rivalries, but it's nothing compared to Ohio State and Michigan.
Never. Believe me, my mom is a Go Bluer, and every year when Ohio State starts playing, do not go in that woman's house.
They be kicking our ass lately.
It needs to change. Like I said, when the first time I was here, it needs to change, or there's somebody's head. There needs to be somebody's head on a stick.
Harbaugh.
Very much so.
Harbaugh.
And
I'll
See
say
them,
it.
them people
Doc
that
Brown.
get to throwing stuff when a play doesn't go right. That's just, I feel like that's taking it a little far.
No, it's passion.
Very passionate.
It's passion when a TV remote gets into a TV upright.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
if we can't beat a team in 7 years, and it's one-sided, it's supposed to be a rivalry, there's nothing wrong with throwing stuff now. Being very upset. We want a
Do
game.
you feel like the refs call bullshit plays?
I totally agree that these refs can be rigged for the program they want. Like, case in point, Alabama, they get away with so many holds, flags that should be called, but they're Alabama. They're the big program that sells the tickets. They, like Ohio State, they are the big program that sells the tickets. They can get away with anything they want. Like USC back in the mid-2000s, they could get away with anything they want, however they wanted to on the field.
They
Even
set
off
shit
the
on
field.
fire. They set shit on fire, though. When they play, everybody pay attention.
Everybody pay attention. Right now, these new guys are coming up. It's the Clemson Tigers. We're going to watch them. I believe they're going to be here for this next decade.
Not Roll Tide. Roll Tide?
Roll Tide ain't going to go away till Nick Saban retires.
That's a legacy.
That's a legacy. They got the legacy. I'm just saying, I don't know how good Alabama will be when Coach Saban retires. They got the athletes and do it. They just need that right coach again. And whenever he does, if he wins, it retires.
I think they probably just gonna whale him out and just be like eating applesauce to the end, though, and still winning.
I
know
can't
how-
remember who Michigan's last coach was, but do you feel like that had an impact on how they play?
You talking about Harbaugh
I don't know.
He's talking-
or Carr?
No, she's talking about the one before. Shoot. Forgot
It
his
was
name.
about 7 years ago. 6, 7 years ago.
I know who you're talking about, but that he did have an impact because the first year when he was there, 2011, I believe, he did good, but he never did anything with the program. He brought Michigan down to the worst heights. That's what happened. But Harbaugh only did only 1.5 good seasons of getting these players into it. But now it just looks like the same team, no development into it.
But do you think sometimes like the academic standpoint of it, do you think that affects them? Because I do know with football you have to maintain like a damn near like a 3.0 GPA.
I mean, some of these players, we don't know what all these players are going through. I believe some of them could be wasting. No, I wouldn't say wasting. Be more into their major than what they're on the field. But I'm just saying, if you're playing sports in general, you need to give at least your all, or at least that's on the coaches. That's on the coaches to do that.
And not only that, though, you need to have a backup plan. You might not make it to the NFL. You need to use that education first to actually have a backup plan. The engineer, there's a lot of people that actually do other stuff.
I honestly agree. Yeah.
I wouldn't agree with going to the military, though. I have my reasons, but
they got the biggest guts in the world to me to do that.
I feel like too many people sign their lives away on false promises with that.
And that goes with anything. If you don't, you're right. That goes with anything. If you don't read between the fine line, then.
I mean, I have friends who are in the military. I have friends who are in Army, Air Force, Navy. I mean, I've really had friends in just about every aspect of it, and the way how they treat their veterans, just it's false promises.
You actually get a Dodge Charger.
A what?
A Dodge Charger. You didn't know that?
Says who?
Says anybody that signs into the military. They do it for a Dodge Charger.
Maybe while you're in.
Do the research.
I mean, I have too many friends who, when they got out, moved. I actually have a friend. His name is Sturana. He left and basically like due to an injury that happened on the job or whatever. They honorably discharged him or he quit. One of the two. I don't really remember, but he has severe like pain issues because of it, and it's been going on like almost 3 years that he's been out, and he's just now getting like some type of answer from the veteran association or whatever. I mean, 3 years. You these people sign their lives away for 4, and you can't give no answers. I'm good.
Well, you got to think about the people that came back with Agent Orange, and then another thing though, you got to think about the people that went to war that was in the NFL and didn't make it back. What's his name?
Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman, killed by friendly fire. Am I correct?
I believe he was killed on a bullet. I'm
saying like friendly fire, as in
somebody on his side.
Yeah, that sucked, and he put his life on the line for that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I ain't strong enough for all that. I'm good.
You never know what you could do when you're in that situation.
We good. We ain't signed no contracts. Shit better come with millions cash up front.
And do you see those people that don't have limbs and stuff, but have nice stuff, nice things?
I need cash up front.
That's what they got, pretty much. COD, cash on delivery.
That's what.
If I gotta lose a limb.
But they did like 2 tours, so like Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, get shot both times. Like, that's dedication. That's brainwashing. I mean, yeah, dedication.
I feel like it depends though, because I think this touches on one of your last podcasts about, how you were raised and your beliefs. If your family teaches you and preaches to you like X, Y, and Z is important. I mean, my mom watched football all of my life. But I ain't with that shit.
And I was in a situation where I was like a guy. I was into it. Nobody else cared about it. So Monday Night Football, and then it was just football. I played the game, understand the game. It's changed a lot, though, I will say. But,
I know you got 4 chances to get 10 yards.
Well, first down, second down, third down, fourth down.
And then you gotta like kick it or whatever to the other team.
It could be 4th and inches though.
You need to get that yard.
Hey.
All yards count until you get that touchdown.
You got a running game, you got a passing game.
I'll never forget one year my mom took me to a Michigan and OSU game when we were in Michigan. It was years ago. I got bit by a spider, and I ain't never seen my mom that mad before. We had to leave and go to the emergency room.
Yeah, I would have mad too.
I got bit by a spider.
That sucks.
My mom was livid.
I bet she
Ever
had
since
jersey
then, I was
on
too
everything.
scared. I was too scared to ever watch football again with her. No, I don't want you to hold that against me. She held that against me for years.
Like, Mom, what do you want? Nothing.
Exactly that.
Put some cream on it.
Right. It's almost halftime.
You just got bit by a mosquito. It's a mosquito bite, literally, as my face like continues to swell. By the time it finally turned purple, she's like, "God damn it, let's go."
That happened to me. I got bit by a pit bull. That motherfucker shook the shit out of me. My mom was like, "Boy, you can walk, right?"
Your stories, just man.
Oh,
the
and
dog,
it's all true. Oh, the
dog,
brick.
The brick.
It's all true though, and I found humor out of it. I could be depressed about it. That motherfucking dog.
Yeah.
That motherfucking dog. That pit bull did an alligator roll on my ass. I still got the mark on my leg though. That bitch rolled like 12 times. I was like, oh shit. And the owner, I can't make this up. I'm sorry, it's kind of upset. The owner was like, he was gay. So him yelling for his dog back made it worse. Get off of him! Payman! Damon! That dog was like, I'm gonna chew the. He tried to chew a fucking hole through my fucking ankle. But I won't tell all that story. Maybe we get time and it's down and I have time, I'll tell the whole story.
You ain't kicked the dog off you or anything?
No, all it was an ambulance going past me, and I was like, "Oh, get your dog!" And I kept shaking my oh, forget.
The ambulance drove past you, didn't stop, nothing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a pit bull.
Yeah, it's like he was already in full. I mean,
that's what you call him.
Thank God he didn't go for my jugular. But
that's where a Chihuahua would go. I don't like them little things.
I have one.
Brandon got one.
I got one. I can show you. He will change your little perspective on it.
They look like rats. They're little rat dogs.
They have a little dog complex.
Okay. Little dogs are cool, but like them little yappers that like sit there and yap all.
It depends on the owner. They can get them out though. They can get the yapping out. They have that in them, but it depends on the owner. They can be calm.
And that's what made me upset because the owner was sitting there like I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He came out the house, and Lord, I'm not
flailing around.
Yeah, like.
Did he do the switch with his walk?
Man, he had a bicycle with no seat. So, look, it's been a great.
That's what you're not gonna do.
Look, I'm dead serious.
That's fucked up.
You know what a freeze cup is? Never mind.
Nah, but now I gotta Google it later.
Oh, it's in the hood. Every hood you in is freeze cup. It's Kool-Aid frozen.
Oh, no. That ain't that serious.
No, it is. He used to rap. Brandon, you okay? You with me?
I'm all right. I'm with you, man. I was just laughing, man.
Yeah, but that dog, he wasn't right to begin with. He was like, he just got loose. Throw my leg up.
He got loose on your leg, dude.
I mean, that's why we need to keep some dog. That's why we need to keep dogs on leash for.
And that's why I'm really big on people training their animals.
I feel like it could go either way, though. I've met some ferocious cats.
Low key.
I've met some ferocious cats in my life.
This bitch stand on 2 feet.
So does Mittens, okay? Mittens will walk up and square up with you, like, sit down.
And then I kick him or something. People like, oh, I'm out of here. Then everybody here. Then I'm an abuser. I get it.
That's why you just look at it. And then you throw a pillow at it or something and be like, damn, why don't you take the pillow off the bed? Make sure you make a thump.
I call him spraying his own catnip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now.
He was like, it was like hitting a damn bottle, like wanting more of it. I don't know what does that shit do.
I gave my Shay, the big cat that I got, I gave her catnip, bro. I ain't never seen that big ass move so fast. She don't run. She trots. She ran across that house. You could feel her running from the other side of the house.
And that's how the NFL should be. You should feel that momentum. You should hear the tackle.
Honestly.
But can't you hear when the helmets hit?
We don't know yet.
You think they're gonna do something like that, like what the NFL is doing, or the NBA?
Too late now.
Very too late.
Too late.
They're not gonna do like if all this stuff isn't over.
It's not gonna be over no time soon. They should have took precautions to make. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, they should have took precautions to make things the way it is. Like, good or not, they should still be A1 because it's a controlled amount of players. That's a controlled amount of people that you can actually make sure that they stay healthy.
I
It's
don't
not
know
like
if
a big crowd or anything where you don't know where everybody been and stuff like that either.
I don't know if you've seen that, Abdul. All the players text voicing their concern over how they're concerned about how the NFL starting all their project what's going on and everything.
Yeah.
When does NFL start?
NFL starts. They said kickoff supposed to be September 12th. They have not given the players guidelines or anything that we know about.
Well, just because we don't
be
know about it,
announced.
don't mean that there isn't stuff in line. I mean,
they might, but that's for the players to know. I think the owners might specifically tell them, or we don't know.
I was gonna say, don't most of them people sign NDAs?
They saying all that shit, but this is they rewriting all of that now.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. When it comes out, it comes out. But it's definitely I don't feel like they would be that ignorant to not put something in line, especially with all the federal guidelines with it right now, state laws.
Look at our state and our government. We have a rise in corona because
Honestly.
But our governor did what all of the people were wanting.
Yeah, but she knew better.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink.
Lead a hoe to water, but you make a think. She didn't. She got invited to the barbecue and lost it.
I mean, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let the kids stick the fork in the outlet to make them understand, no, this is wrong.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
so I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Option.
We did it her way, and then all Michiganders wanted to catch an attitude about it. So we can't be mad at no one but the ignorant people who were, threatening to elect somebody else. And all of I follow one of her daughters on TikTok who, they got death threats over having it, locked down. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's about, you're leading us, but at the same time, you can't lead everyone. Jails are only so big. They started threatening to lock people up, and then at what point you're gonna, if that person that you locked up for being out has it and they take it into a jail, now what? Now where them people gonna go?
Exactly. But can we all agree on something? COVID messed up life as we know it.
Agree. Wholeheartedly.
Sports, anything, dating, anything. It put a damper on a lot of stuff.
We ain't even gonna talk about dating.
You know what? It's been real with y'all. And Brandon, I look forward to you coming back. You better promote this, push this, man.
Oh, we're pushing it hard.
You're good at it.
All right. Felt good to be back. We will talk more, elaborate more on this situation.
Most definitely. And soon. And it's been real. I'm about to call it a night. I'm tired as hell. And y'all been wonderful.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.